Hey, good afternoon, everyone. It is Monday, so we have a motivation in store for you today, and I hope you've had a wonderful start to your Monday, and I hope this helps you have an even better rest of your day and rest of your week. Today I want to offer up some encouragement and share something that God's been speaking to me about over the last couple weeks, and a lot of it's around this idea of serving and being used by God. You know, as a Christian, that's something that you think about a lot. It's like, how can God use me? How can I be used by the kingdom, by the church, to glorify His name? And that's a really, really great mindset, a really great thought process, but a lot of times it can be misguided. And here's why. Stay with me here. A lot of times we focus so much on what we can do for God that we forget that we're first called to be a child of God. We are first called to be in relationship with our Father in heaven. We get so focused on the doing, do this, I'm talented here, so I'll serve here. They're all wonderful things, they're all great things. But we ruin ourselves, we burn ourselves out if that is our main focus and that's the thing that we pursue and that's the thing that we go after more than anything as Christians. And there's this truth that I read in a book, and it's been on the forefront of my mind, and I hope it stays in the forefront of your mind this week too, because it's really been challenging my perspective. And it's this: we were not created by God to solely be used by God. We were created by God to be known by Him. Because we're created to be children, we are His children. He created us out of love, not out of obligation. He didn't create us with tasks in mind. He didn't say, you're created here, you're living here, so you need to do this, and this. No, He created us because He loves us. He wants intimacy, He wants relationship with us. And that is something that we need to remember in everything that we do as Christians, especially when we're serving. Because serving is wonderful. Serving is great, but by itself and separated from the intimacy and relationship with God, it's not much. It's a task. It's a good task, but it's missing the point. It's missing what God really purposes for us. And hear me out. I'm going to say it again. We were not created to be used by God. We were created to be known by God. And I promise you, being known is way more valuable and way more life-giving than being used by Him. Now, hear me correctly. We will still be used by God. But the primary focus needs to be being known by Him first and then being used by Him. Because when you know Him first, the things that you do for Him have that much more impact, that much more effectiveness. And it'll give you way more opportunities in your life as a Christian. So I want to challenge you to remember this phrase, this quote, whatever you want to call it. Remember it throughout your day, throughout your week, in the way that you conduct yourself at work, in the way that you have communications, in the way that you do ministry, in the way that you serve. You were not primarily created to be used by God. You were created to be known by God. He paved the way for you, so seek Him, pursue Him, because that is of value and that is what is most important. I hope you guys are encouraged. I hope you're inspired, and I hope you remember this. And I am hoping and praying that I remember this too, because it is inspiring. And man, the Creator of the universe wants my time, wants time with me. He wants time with you. So go out, be known by God, and then be used by God. We'll catch you guys next Monday.